Hello everyone, this is Jerry and welcome back to part 8 of this mini-series for ESO. Today we will be meeting with Svana at the Eversnow Inn near Karthwatch. So, with my good boy in tow, we will head on into Eversnow Inn.
They tore each other apart right in front of me.
Stay inside. Stick together. We'll take care of this.
Drama's already started apparently.
These people, they're from Karthwatch. They might be all that's left of the town.
Okay. What happened to Karthwatch?
They say it was a storm. Powerful. Devastating. It engulfed the entire town. It had to be a hero storm. That's the only explanation. There could be other survivors. Maybe even Jarl Ulfwin. We need to make a search.
Alright, let's head into Karthwatch.
Let's hurry. Every second we waste could be the difference between life or death.
True enough. True enough. Alright, let's head on over to Karthwatch and see what's going on there.
No matter. This time we'll harvest all of the grey reliquaries.
That Coven Witch.
Okay.
Is she the one that escaped from the barrel?
Yes, Svana. That is the witch who escaped from the
Too
barrow.
bad you arrived so late. Your life energy would fit perfectly in my reliquaries.
Huh. She's also a vampire. I don't think the other sisters were vampires. I could be wrong, though. Oh, Jesus.
Bah, they come. Protect the grey reliquary with your lives!
I need a moment. Let's talk over there.
Sure.
Gods, did all this death serve some dark purpose? Sorry. Guess I'm not completely used to the fighting and all. That urn, though. The grey reliquary. The witch was adamant about protecting it, gathering it up. She said something about our life energy. Oh, gods, I think I know what they're doing.
Tell me what you think you figured out.
Remember what the witch said as we approached the town. This time we'll harvest all the grey reliquaries, she said. That our life energy would have fit perfectly in the urns. I think the Hero Storm steals life energy and puts it in the reliquaries.
Makes sense. So, what do you want to do, Princess?
If the Jarl is still alive, she can take care of herself for a while longer. The witch hasn't gathered all the reliquaries yet. I say we get to them first and destroy them. I won't let these bastards profit off the destruction of Karthwatch.
Alright, let's destroy any grey reliquaries we can find. In a town that is just covered in spooky mist, and harrow fiends, and vampire bears, and whatever else.
Not knowing the witch's ultimate plan unsettles me.
Okay, that's enough out of y'all, if you don't mind. I got your reliquaries to destroy, guys. Oh. I don't really know if Karthwatch is an actual place in Elder Scrolls
I reckon
5.
these things
don't
won't
think
bring
it
my
is.
people back. But the same goes for the Grey Host.
Oh, this is true. Don't worry, Svana, we will deal with this Grey Host eventually. Yeah, I don't think Karthwatch is an actual place
There is
in
such power in the Hero Storm.
the 5th game. But I guess that makes
That's done.
sense, you know?
Now let's check on the Jarl. Her hall is right up the hill.
This place looks like it got wrecked, so...
Stay back. Don't make me. Oh, you're not one of the witches or their monsters.
No, last time I checked, I'm not a vampire or a witch or a breachman, what have you.
I thought this was the end for me. I barely have the strength left to conjure a light breeze. Wait a moment. Is that Princess Svana?
Svana and I are here to help. Tell me who you are and what happened here.
I'm Magister Fidelia. I serve Jarl Ulfwen as her court mage. I've been fending off witches, vampires, and these crazed villagers since the chaos started. There was a storm, definitely magical in nature. It turned our own people against us.
What about Jarl Ulfwen? Is she still alive?
I'm not sure. I sent the Jarl into the cellar when the storm began, when I still thought it was just a bad storm. Please, go downstairs. Make sure the Jarl is safe. Karthold will be lost without her.
I'll try to find Jarl Ulfwen. Hopefully
The
she's
cellar.
still alive.
Jarl Ulfwen is in the cellar. Make sure that she's all right.
Gotcha.
Jarl Ulfwen! No! I need to get some air. Please, recover the crown of Karthwatch. We can't leave it down here.
Oh. Well. It would appear she has become a Harrow Fiend. Unfortunate, but can't say I'm too surprised, though. Alright. Now just to grab the crown and return to the Magister.
I'm sorry, Fidelia. Jarl Ulfwen, she's...
Yeah. Unfortunate.
That's the Karthold crown. Jarl Ulfwen's gone, then? I failed her.
You did everything you could. It's a wonder you weren't affected by the Harrow Storm.
Harrow Storm? Is that what you call what happened here? Why I didn't turn into a monster is a mystery. Wait. The Hold soldiers clashed with Reachman scouts a few days ago. They brought back these medallions the scouts were wearing.
An Ice Reach Coven medallion, I've seen them before. You had this on you the entire time.
Yes. I was preparing to study the enchantments I detected upon it when the Harrow Storm struck. I guess I slipped it into my pocket without really thinking about it. Could this be some sort of protection against the storm?
It certainly seems possible. We might be able to use that knowledge to protect the kingdom. Svana?
Karthwatch is gone. No people, no Jarl. The seat of the entire hold. Wiped out. Just like that. I have to get my father to take action!
What should we do now, Svana?
I need to get back to the Eversnow and gather the survivors. Take them to Solitude, where they'll be safe. At least as safe as we can make them. Then I have to have a serious talk with my father. I'll make him listen to me, damn it, no matter what!
What do you want me to do?
Return to Solitude. Find Lyris and meet me in the Blue Palace. I have a room upstairs that we can use. We need to come up with a plan. Something that will help me convince my father to act.
Alright, I'll find Lyris and meet you in the Blue Palace.
Magister Fidel, as the highest ranking of...
highly doubt that Svargrim is gonna listen despite the mounting evidence at this point. But I guess we will see. I'm pretty sure he's gonna end up dying, and he's gonna die ignorant, but it is what it is, I guess. Do gotta say though, this is pretty. It's definitely darker than Elsewhere was. I mean, Elsewhere was. I don't even know if I can call Elsewhere dark. Mainly involved a conspiracy, dragons, the what was it? The blades,
Ah,
I
you
believe.
are the one I seek.
Okay. Oh, this is the main quest. Well, I will start it, but we won't start it. I'll just get the quest.
Greetings. My benefactor wishes to speak to you about a matter that could affect the fate of our world.
Oh, what does your benefactor want?
If my benefactor wished to discuss details in the open, why send a messenger? The matter is for your ears only.
Where can I find them?
The Sadrino House in Davon's Watch, between Artisans Row and the Market District. Do not tarry.
I'll seek them out then. Not anytime soon, but I will seek them out.
Come on, you brainless cur! This way!
They're worse than drunkards after the mead hall closes. Shh! Don't mock the curse. You'll call a hex down upon us.
How? What did I miss? How did Harrow Fiends end up in here? I am confused. Laris?
Glad to see you're alive and well. I was getting worried with all the Herald they've been bringing into the city.
What are they doing with the Harrowed?
They've been taking them to the Temple of the Divines in Castle Dower. I suppose it's really the only place to care for them in their condition.
Suspicious, but I guess not entirely suspicious. So High King Svargrim is finally taking our warning seriously.
Jarl Redharn gave him an earful the moment we entered the Blue Palace. Nord politics. It's a wonder to behold. One step removed from a barroom brawl. I'm disappointed they didn't start slugging each other, but it worked out in the end.
That would be pretty interesting to watch. We reached Karthwatch too late, I'm afraid. It was destroyed by a Harrowstorm.
Damn it. I was afraid of that. We're running out of time and we still don't fully understand what we're facing out there. Hey, where's the princess? Tell me you didn't lose Svanna in Karthwatch.
Svanna's fine. She wants us to meet her in her chamber in the Blue Palace.
Did you meet the new commander?
Assassins tried to kill the High King. They murdered Queen Gerhild.
Our poor king must be devastated. The princess, too.
So they're bringing Harrowed into the
What
city.
is it?
Not too sure how I feel about that. And I don't think it's a good idea, but I guess we'll see how that ends up developing, but I don't think it's gonna end well. Now we gotta head over to Svanna's chamber.
The Svanna I know would leave all this bother behind. Come back to the troll and let the royalty deal with this.
I am the royalty, Mog. It's time I started acting like it.
Well, I mean, you have a point, Fauna.
Welcome to the princess's chamber, my friend. I don't remember the last time I spent more than a few moments in here. Anyway, Jarl Redharn and Magister Fridelia are here, giving my father an earful. Thanks for helping me at the holds.
We weren't able to save Karthwatch, though.
No, but we saved Morthal, and stopped the Coven from getting the Grey Reliquaries at Karthwatch. And we brought the Hold leaders here. All of that matters. Take this, my royal allowance. I was going to buy wine, but you can make better use of it.
Thank you.
We return to find that my father is finally doing something about the Coven threat. But it's not enough. Extra patrols and rounding up the Herald is all well and good. But what we really need is a defense against the Harrow storms.
What about the Ice Reach Coven medallions? They seem to protect Fidelia and Karthwatch.
Unfortunately, we've only recovered a few of the medallions. And Magister Fidelia hasn't determined what enchantment the medallions use to provide their protection. We need another solution.
Lyris and I know a scholar of sorts who's trying to understand the Harrow Storm ritual.
Right. Lyris mentioned that. Coincidentally, a courier delivered a message for you from Dusktown. I never heard of the place, but she said it was sent by someone named Fenorian. Is that your scholar? Read the message and let's see if he'll help us.
I'll read Fenorian's message.
Take the message from the table, then see if you can convince Fenorian to join us. Maybe with his help we can devise a defense against the storms. I'll stay here and continue to annoy my father until he gives this threat the attention it deserves.
How are you going to make your father listen?
You forget that I have help now. My father might be able to ignore me, but he'll have a harder time dismissing a Jarl and the court mage. It's funny. I would have thought he'd be happy to see me finally take an interest in politics.
Maybe this is how you prove yourself to him.
I don't care about his approval, but I'd like to earn his respect. With Mother gone, we're both going to have to work harder to keep our kingdom running. It will be easier if we find a way to get along.
True enough. Let's check out Fenorian's note. Lyris?
Dusktown. I wonder what Fenn's found that led him back down there. Does his message give any indication of where we can find him? The settlement isn't big, but it's not exactly small either.
Fenn's message says he secured lodging on the south side.
Well, that's a start. You know, I never imagined I'd be working alongside a vampire, let alone one I respect. With all the leeches we've already had to kill, it's nice to see another side. Fenn's different.
He certainly is. Let's go find Fenn.
You go on ahead. I need to get my axe sharpened before I go back down into Blackrage. I'll catch up with you in Dusktown.
Alright, I'll meet you there. Alright. Back into Blackrage. We will fast travel there. Let's see. Back to Dusktown. I do gotta say though, Blackreach is definitely really pretty in this game. Was not expecting that. Not that it's not pretty in Skyrim, but I do feel like... I also feel like it's a bit bigger than the version that's in Skyrim. Definitely seems to have a lot more detail, so I don't know, that's pretty cool.
Traps. Did those two idiots set these? Watch your back.
Sure, I will watch my back, sir. But yeah, definitely can't wait until we get to...
Phoebe,
this
we
new
have a
development.
visitor. Focus on the task at hand, Phoebe. There will be time for that later.
Can't wait till we get to Greymore Keep, because I'm pretty sure, well, that's probably going to be the last leg of this.
Those new arrivals, they didn't stop in Dusktown, went straight for those dwarven ruins.
I thought we were trying to keep this place a secret, and they sure did look.
But yeah, anyways, beyond being interrupted by NPCs, I can't wait to check out Greymore Keep, because
Hey, partner.
should
Glad
be
I found
fun.
you. Now let's get Fen and return to the Blue Palace.
'Cause if I'm not wrong, that I feel like that might actually be God, I can't remember the name for it. It was in the Skyrim Black Reach where it had that giant orange orb that I think if you shouted into it, it called a dragon down or something. I don't know if that's the same place from Skyrim, but it does look sort of similar because it has that orange orb from the trailers I saw. But I do believe this will be the last leg of this chapter for this expansion, and then from there we go to Markarth and the Reach, and that will actually be the end of this expansion for Greymore. So that I definitely can't wait to get into, but we do gotta wrap up Greymore stuff first. So in to talk to...
Fen, you in here? Let's look around.
Well, I hope nothing happened to him. A dwarven key.
Fen never struck me as a messy person. Could there have been a struggle here?
Possibly.
Burnt papers. Someone was trying to hide something.
So it would seem. There is a lore book here. Really need to get with the Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild. I'll probably do that off screen just because I really do want to start collecting points for them. Just so I can get some of the traits, because I know some of their traits are pretty good. Fenorian's Flask, oh that's not good. I don't know if y'all recall, but Fenorian did not look so good when we started this series, and he needed his flask, so I can only imagine what he looks like right now that his flask has been left behind. Lyris, this is not good.
Burnt journal pages, Fen's flask, and a strange old key. All found among clear signs of a struggle. But other than what's in the flask, we didn't see any blood. That means Fen was probably taken alive.
What do you make of the notes and the key?
The key looks dwarven to me, and the notes mention a dwarven tower. They could be connected. The notes also indicate that Fen was going to meet with someone named Edyar east of the Dusktown Bridge. You start there and I'll check with the locals.
I'll try to find this Edyar then.
We have no idea who Edyar is, or who took Fen for that matter. It could be this Ashen Lord we heard mentioned, or maybe the Ice Reach Coven. The question is, why take Fen at all? Why not just kill him? Does he have information they need?
Do you think Fen's disappearance is related to whatever drew him to Blackreach?
More than likely. If they want to get information out of him, death might be preferable to whatever tortures they have planned. Let's get to it. You find this Edyar, and I'll see if the locals saw what happened here.
Alright then, and good luck. These locals do not seem very fond of outsiders, so you have fun with that, and I will see if I have better luck with this Edyar person. But I mean, if he's from Dusktown, I'm pretty sure he's gonna have the same well, attitude as the rest of these people. Because they do not seem the welcoming sort, but that's alright. Also, I do occasionally like to fling myself off cliffs in games. So, you know, expect that too sometimes. Now, I won't do it if I know it's probably gonna kill me, but I definitely do it a lot as a shortcut type of thing. So, let's see, where is... Okay, he's... Ooh, well, that almost killed me. Almost. Well, was not expecting that big of a cliff, but it happened. Apparently Edgar is up here.
Sod off. This is my patch of ground.
Yeah, well, what do you know? Just like the rest of the inhabitants of Dusktown.
You don't listen too well, do you? Alright. Talk fast and tell me why I shouldn't rip out your throat.
Okay, well, I'm looking for Fenorian. His notes said he was working with you.
The silk shirt kept notes? Of course he did. And where is Fenorian? He's late, and he still hasn't compensated me for the information I gave him. I need that key!
Fen's gone missing. Tell me what the two of you were doing so I can find him.
Missing? Probably taken by the same bastard that has my packmates, Exart Zingalis. Fenorian said he could provide a key to unlock their chains if I told him about the experiments performed on us. If you can get that key, I'll tell you more.
You see, I wasn't going to say anything, but I thought he might be a werewolf, and I'm definitely assuming he's a werewolf now, considering he said his packmates and the obvious claw marks on him. But anyways, you mean this dwarven key?
Hircine's fetid breath, that's it! Look, I managed to escape from Zingalis' tower, but my packmates are still chained up in the Lightless Hollow. Use that key to set them free. Then, I'll tell you how to find Fenorian.
Alright, I'll free your packmates.
The Lightless Hollow lies to the east, and... Hircine's claws? Who is that tall woman?
Stand down. I'm a friend.
Why does everyone gotta point out that she's tall? You know? We get it. Lyris is very tall.
My packmates are in a work camp on the Lightless Hollow's west side. That's the big cavern to the east. You need that key to unlock the special chains that bind them. I'll meet you south of the work camp after you set them free.
I mean, on my end, I know what he means by packmates, but from my character's point of view, you know, he'd probably just be like, well, that's interesting. So, packmates, that's an interesting turn of phrase.
What else would you call them? My family? We're bound by a curse that makes us closer than any blood relatives. You find a pack and you stick together, or you die. Simple as that. I'm not leaving them in the hands of that insane Exarch.
Curse? What kind of pack are we talking about?
We're werewolves, alright? Do I have to spell it out for you? Look, Zingalis captured us. Keeps us prisoner with chains of dwarven design. Only that key can set my pack free. I was lucky, but that kind of luck doesn't happen a second time.
Yeah, well, true enough. So how did you get free then?
Zingalis' helper made a mistake. Forgot to lock the chains when I was brought back after one of my treatments. I can still feel the fire from when the needle pierced my skin. My blood flowing into his vials and beakers. It wasn't pleasant.
Tell me about Singalis.
Exarch Singalis. He's a vampire, part of a group called the Grey Host. They're military, but he's some sort of insane genius. An alchemist, a scholar, and he tinkers with machines. My pack wouldn't fight for them, so they found other uses for us.
What other uses?
Digging, tunneling, actually. Up toward the surface. Then, every so often, Singalis would send for one of us. The mad vampire likes needles. He would either take our blood, or inject something into us. Never said why, but he enjoyed his work.
What were you and Fen doing before he disappeared?
Fenorian really wanted to figure out what Singalis was doing to my pack. He studied my wounds, took some fluids, and went back to get that key. He never told me where he found it. Just that he'd set my pack free if I told him everything I know.
And you think you can tell me where to find Fenorian?
He's probably in Singalis' experimentation chamber. I clawed my way out of there. It nearly killed me. I can tell you how to get inside, but you have to free my packmates first. Do that for me, and I'll help you find Fenorian.
Alright. Let's talk to Lyris.
None of the locals really wanted to talk. One or two admitted to seeing Fen, but no one witnessed any kind of disturbance at his lodgings. At least, no one saw anything they were willing to tell me about. Is this Edyar? Does he know anything?
I did tell you, Lyris. Not so much in my character's words, but I did tell you that the people were not going to be so forthcoming about stuff, so... Anyways, Edyar can lead us to Fen, but first we need to fulfill the bargain Fen made with him.
Why is everything so complicated in this part of Skyrim? Alright, so tell me, what did Fen agree to do for our half-naked friend over there?
Well, to be honest, isn't everything complicated in just Tamriel in general? Probably in Akavir too, but you know. We need to free Edyar's packmates from Exarch Singalis in the Lightless Hollow.
Packmates? Edyar is a werewolf? Pfft, this just keeps getting better and better. So I take it you know how you want to deal with this particular situation?
I mean, I'll use the key we found to free the pack. Meet me in the Lightless Hollow, south of the work camp. Alright, and with that, I'm actually going to call the episode here. Thank you all for watching, and stick around for more of this Let's Play series. I hope you all have a good day and or night, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye!